ReverendCrystalCox. You can email bbgoddesschurch@gmail.com to donate to our church. We're reading in the Awakener, page 90. Okay, so the path of initiation, we went through the birth of Christ, the baptism, transfiguration, the garden, the crucifix, and now we are at the resurrection. It is at this point that while still in the physical body, one makes a great connection with the Christ I Am presence. The lower subtle bodies are in the latter stages of purification, and the goals of the higher self are taking precedence over desires of the incarnated soul identity. To the extent that this has occurred, and the I Am presence with its integrity and alignment to the source is in control, is to the degree that the gifts of mastery and grace are given. All the abilities that you need to complete the tasks on earth will be given to you. All the programs that you laid in for this plan will now be accessible. It doesn't matter whether you need to have knowledge of herbs, crystals, powerful energy sites, essences, and understanding of higher mathematics, or just to be still and balanced. You will have what you require in each moment to carry out your task. If you do not appear to have the abilities you need, check that you are still operating as spirit and haven't gone back into the ego or the think process. Okay, so that's kind of in part what I call the dark night of the soul. And so they're saying the symbology of the Christ. So that's good. Then you resurrect into the life you want. Okay, so then the last stage, or the next stage, is called the ascension. You will ascend when you have completed your earth mission. Well then, good to know. Okay, number 2, the lower bodies are purified. This means that all of these bodies now contain enough light to raise yourself into a higher existence. The specifics of this purification depends on whether you have chosen the old or new method of ascension. For those choosing to ascend without the physical body, only the 3 lower bodies, emotional, mental, and lower spiritual, need to be in the level of light referred to. For those who have chosen to transmute the physical body, then this would also need purifying. Number 3, your intention is pure. Number 4, karma is balanced and complete at 51% or acceptance of karmic absolution. I accept karmic absolution. Kind of like with the Cryon books 20 some years ago when we accepted the implant or whatever to remove karma. The karmic requirement for planet Earth has been altered. It has been difficult for the population of Earth to achieve a karmic balance of energies owing to the negative energy imbalance of this planet. The Ascended Master Saint Germain, part of the spiritual hierarchy of Earth, approached a light council known as the Karmic Board and asked as an act of grace for the population of Earth to have the karmic requirement for completion reduced from 100% to 51%. Now, I've read a lot of channeled information that said this, that they wanted humanity to be at 100% in order to ascend, but it was impossible, right? They send the light workers in, and then we get here and we get drunk and we just forget, right? So they're like, okay, so if we just get like just 1% over halfway, then we can start to move towards ascension. Because, I mean, look at the medieval times, look at the Dark Cabal, some of the stuff, the Dark Overlords. There was so much held over humanity that for them to liberate themselves from this slavery and this debt and this mind control, it's been really hard, and a lot harder than those who planned it, or us who planned it. So that's huge, from 100% to 51%. I've read that in a lot of channeled information. After some deliberation and attempts and consequent failures by members of the Karmic Board to spend some time on Earth and try to leave with a clear karma, this was duly granted. Yeah, kind of hard not to create karma here. Recently, in addition to this, as an act of divine dispensation, karmic absolution has been offered to the light force on Earth. Universal law states that free will and choice are never violated. This means that you would need to accept this offer of karmic absolution before it can manifest in your life. It is a choice. So do you accept karmic absolution? I said yes to this in the early 90s with the first Cryon book. So, yeah, that's old news. No, I'm just kidding. Karmic absolution is granted to all. However, the first point of choice is with your I Am presence. This is the part of you that is not incarnated and can always see the higher picture of what is best for the incarnate soul, or I guess the higher self. Whilst 97.8% of the entire life force now have this option, there are a few instances where the I Am presence of some individuals felt it would be more beneficial for their growth and highest learning to experience the energies involved in their last remaining few percent of karma. So it's some sort of a mathematics sort of deal. So make no judgment about this. It is not a punishment, but it is truly a gift. For those few individuals understand that your I Am presence knows you and what you really want. There may be many different reasons. Some have come later to the planet and wish to experience as much learning as they can fit in. Others were adamant prior to incarnating about specific lessons they wish to learn. Just trust that all is in perfect order and that whatever it is for you is for your highest good. As some people still have belief patterns that tell them they are unworthy, it may not be easy to know if you have this option or not. Therefore, it is suggested that you proceed as though you have this option. If it is meant to occur, it will occur. And say daily, that it is your intention that what happened be of the highest and best good for all involved. Okay. We'll read this next one in a minute. Okay, God has blessed you. I love you.